Welcome to Gentle Yoga. I'm so glad you could be here. And I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but hopefully it's been good so far. So, for those of you who show up week after week, thank you so much. I'm so glad you could be here. And I appreciate you for supporting me in my small business. For those who are new to yoga with me and are looking for how to pay, you can do that at PayPal. .me/Bliss Evolution or cash.app app/Bliss Evolution. And if you're new here, then the type of yoga that we're doing today is gentle yoga. So we're listening to our bodies, we're listening to ourselves, and we're doing what feels the best for us. We're doing what feels like, okay, I feel some sensation, I'm feeling a stretch, or I'm feeling something, I'm feeling my muscles working, but we're not going to fatigue. We're not going to the point that, is the hardest that we could possibly push. This is all about mobility over the course of a lifetime. So thank you so much for being here. And let's get started. So we're going to start on our backs, on our mats, facing the ceiling. And we're starting in Savasana, or what's called corpse-like pose, with the idea that we're taking a rest right now and we'll have a rebirth into our day after our yoga practice is over. Arms are falling out to either side at a 45-degree angle. Palms are facing up. There's about 1.5 to 2 feet between our heels, and our feet are falling out to either side. And again, we're facing the sky or the ceiling. There's a straight line along our head, neck, and spine. And this allows the energetic flow to be completely open and so that we can completely relax. You'll notice me turning my head towards you so that you can hear me a little bit better when my head is facing towards the microphone. And that's where we're going to begin. So from here, go ahead and close your eyes and just begin to relax the body. Notice all the points on the body that are touching the ground, and notice all the points on the body that are touching the air. Notice the breath. Notice the chest gently rising and falling. Notice the fingers and the toes. Are they relaxing? Just start by noticing, maintaining an awareness of the body, maintaining an awareness of the mind, the feelings and emotions, all of the building blocks that make us us. And as we inhale and exhale, how are you feeling? Where in your body are you feeling how you're feeling? Just make a note of it, acknowledge it. And if it's good feelings, notice where that is so that you can go there again. And if the feelings are complex or difficult, notice where you're carrying them or where you're holding them so that we can acknowledge them and prevent them from ruling our day. Bring your thoughts back to your breath. And as you inhale, fill the lungs up from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. And as you exhale, exhale all the way to the bottom of the lungs. Let the stomach relax. As you inhale, the stomach gently expands, the lungs fill with air. Send that oxygen all over the body, energizing you for the rest of this day. And as you exhale, relax, allow your body to just sink to the floor, the muscles relaxing into the ground. Inhale and fill the lungs. And exhale, empty the lungs. If you'd like to create an intention for our yoga practice together, scan the body, scan the mind, scan the emotions. If you're feeling pretty good, maybe you want to dedicate this practice to someone else or something larger than yourself. If that's the case, you can hold a friend, a family member, or a loved one in mind during the course of our yoga practice together. Or you can dedicate your practice to some outcome, whether that's for your community or our global community, our world, our earth, our universe, whatever that is. Take a few moments now and set your intention. When you're ready, open your eyes, raise your arms up to the ceiling, wiggle the fingers, slide the heels together. Make big circles with the wrists going in one direction. And reverse big circles with the wrists going in the other direction. Stretch your fingers up to the sky, up to the ceiling. Big inhale here. Exhale, drop the fingers back towards the face. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the fingers down towards the torso. Inhale up. Exhale, drop the fingers back towards the face. Feel that nice stretch through the forearm. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, drop the fingers down towards the torso. Release the fingers up. Make circles with the wrists. Once again, reverse. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms out and up. If you'd like to bend one elbow and then the other, you can. If you just want to stretch the hands away from you, you can do that as well. Listen to your body. See what your body needs from your stretches and from your yoga practice today. Release the fingers, release the arms behind the head. I'm going to draw my elbows down to the floor behind me and clasp opposite elbows, drawing my elbows back, drawing my shoulders down the spine. Even though they're on the ground, I'm going to work towards drawing my shoulders down the spine and my shoulder blades towards each other, lifting my chest, arching through my spine. I'm inhaling, filling up the lungs with air, and exhaling, relaxing all of those muscles. Inhaling, arching through the spine, drawing the shoulders down to the ground. And exhaling, relaxing down, clasping opposite elbows, and inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the heart up, allowing it to shine forward. And exhale, drop the shoulders down, stretching the arms up. We're going to stretch the right side of the body, flex the right heel, stretch it down, raise the right arm up, and if you'd like a little bit more of a stretch, clasp the wrist of the right hand with the left hand, give a gentle tug upward. Breathe here, inhale and exhale. Oh, hey kitten. Hi, sweet. I love you. Yes. We're going to switch sides. We're going to release the stretch on the right hand side. Stretch the left arm up. Flex the left heel. Stretch it down. Clasp the wrist if you'd like. Pull up with the left hand. Hi, baby girl. Yo. Yes. Mm-hmm. Release that stretch. And bring both hands up overhead. Flex both heels. Maybe lift the hips, maybe not. Do what feels good for you for today. We're going to drop the hips. Snow angel, the hands down to the hips. Bend the knees and pull them into the chest. Gently rock from side to side. That little kitten. What are you doing? What are you doing, you baby cat? Yes, you're a baby dog. Lots of animals over here. We're coming back to center. Would you like to say something, Comet? Make big circles with the knees going in one direction. A beautiful sacrum rub. Love this, love this. Come back to center and reverse. The knees are moving in the opposite direction. And come back to center. We're going to place both feet onto the mat. We're going to lift the right leg, cross it over the left. If it's accessible to you, bend the knees, pull them into the body. Inhale and exhale here. Hey, kitten. Kitten, just out of reach, just like a cat. Hey, baby cat. If you'd like, you can work towards straightening the left leg, holding the calf, or walking the hands up towards the ankle. Do what feels good for you. If you want to just hold below the knee, that's fine. If you want to keep both legs bent, that's fine. Do what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale here. And then we're going to release that stretch. Place the left foot onto the mat. Slide the right knee out to the right hand side. This might be a lot for you. So if it is too much, you can slide the knee back. But if it feels good, you can keep that knee slid out to the right. If you want to open the hip a little bit more, you can push on that right knee. And if it feels good for you, go ahead and reach through the legs, pulling the left knee into the body. You can hold underneath the leg or on top of the knee. And you can pull with the left hand and push with the right hand if you want to open up that knee a little bit more. So choose what feels good for you and do that. Meow, meow. If it's accessible to you, you can work towards straightening that leg. And again, holding behind the calf or walking the hands up towards the ankle. And again, you can pull with the left hand on the left ankle or push with the right hand on the right knee to open up that hip if you want to do more than one thing at the same time. Just listen to your body. Do what your body feels it needs in this stretch. Everybody will need something different today, which is why I always give different levels and different options for these stretches. We're going to bend the left knee if it's straight. We're going to drop the left foot to the mat, drop the right foot to the mat, and switch sides. Lifting the left leg, we're going to cross it over the right knee. And if it's accessible to you, bend both knees, pull them into the chest. Pulling those knees into the chest, you can hold underneath the knee or on top of the knee. Do what feels good for you, for your body. And after a few deep breaths, if you'd like to work towards straightening the right leg and walking the hands up towards the ankle, you can. You don't have to go up to the ankle. You can hold the calf or just above the knee. Do what feels good for you. See what your body needs today. Remember that Every day is different, so we're trying to respect and accept what our bodies can do in this moment today. Releasing that stretch, we'll bend the knee, drop the right foot to the mat, and slide the left foot out to the left-hand side. If the hips are feeling good, we can slide the ankle onto the top of the leg. If that's too much, you can slide back into a place that feels good for you. We're opening the hip here. You can push down on the left leg, just pushing the knee away from you with the left hand, creating a little bit more space, gently warming up. We don't have to go immediately into the most intense pose. We can do some gentle poses, warming up the body all along the way, which is why I love this gentle yoga class. And if it feels good for us, if we want to reach through and around the legs, we can pull the right leg into the body, holding underneath the knee or on top of the knee if that feels more comfortable. So do what feels good for you. And if it feels good, if you want a little bit more of an opener to the left hip, pull with the right hand and push with the left hand on the left knee, just gently opening that hip just a little bit more. And be gentle with yourself. Do what feels good. You don't want to strain or stress the body, not in yoga. And maybe we're working towards straightening that right leg, walking the hand up towards the ankle or stopping anywhere along the way that feels good for us. So remember to do what feels good for you. And just take a few deep breaths here. We're always remembering to breathe. We're never holding the breath. We're always breathing, inhaling, and exhaling. Long, deep, slow breaths. Release that stretch. Bend the knee. Place the right foot onto the mat. The left foot meets the right foot on the mat. Walk the feet in close to the body, really close to the body. We're going to reach for the ankles. It's okay if we can't touch the ankles. Hands could be along the mat next to the body. We're going to inhale, lift the pelvis. Just a little tiny lift here, short lift, tiny lift. We're lifting the pelvis. Inhaling and exhaling, tightening that abdomen, scooping that belly button, pulling it up and in towards the spine, activating it. We're going to lower down. Very good. With feet about hip width apart, we're going to shimmy the shoulder blades together. Shimmy those shoulder blades together. If you want to hold on to the ankles or the heels, you can. If you want your feet flat on the floor, you can do that as well. We're going to inhale, lift the pelvis. We're coming higher this time. We're going to shimmy the shoulder blades together underneath the body, lifting up just a little bit more. Lifting, lifting, bringing the chest closer to the chin. If you want to support your weight, you can bring the forefingers underneath the hips, thumbs on top of the waist. Inhale and exhale. Here we're lifting through the spine. You can also reach for the ankles, shimmying the shoulders closer together, reaching for the ankles, lifting the body. Feel those shoulders stretch out. Inhale and exhale. We're going to drop down. Bend the knees, pull them into the chest, gently rock from side to side. We're going to bring the feet to the mat once again, hip width apart. Arms can be down and alongside the body, or you can walk the feet into the body so that you can hold on to the ankles. Shimmy the shoulder blades together, lift the chest first. Big inhale here. Exhale, relax the body. Inhale, we're going to lift the pelvis, shimmy the shoulder blades closer together. Don't forget to breathe. We're lifting the hips. Lift, 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 lift. Inhale and exhale here. Bring the chest closer to the chin. And on your next exhale, come all the way down. Let the knees fall together. Bring the hands to your heart, just stacking one hand right on top of the other. Close your eyes and bring your thoughts back to your intention just for a moment. Release the arms down and alongside the body. We're going to stretch the legs up to the ceiling. If your legs are at this angle, that's fine. I want you to listen to your body, do what feels good for your body. Don't judge yourself by what anyone else can do. Just do what feels good for you. From here, we're going to be holding just above the knees on the outsides of the legs. We're going to gently fall into a straddle. From this straddle, we're allowing the feet to fall out to either side, the heels to point up to the ceiling. We're inhaling and exhaling, and we're supporting the weight of our legs from the outside. If this is easy, if you want a little bit more, then you can release the legs. You can bring the hands just inside the knees, just above the knees, and gently, very gently, press down. And if it becomes too much, bring the hands back to the outsides of the knees, support the legs just a little bit. Nice. If you need to bend the knees at any point, please bend the knees. The legs don't have to be straight. Do what feels good for you. We're going to bring the feet back together and bend both knees, bring them into the chest. The feet are still pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to hold the feet from the outside and gently rock from side to side in happy baby pose. I'm feeling pretty happy today, so we'll throw a happy baby in there. We'll come back to center, rock back to center. Release the outsides of the feet, grab the feet from the instep, from the arch. Fingers wrap around the outsides of the feet. Pull with the hands, kick with the feet, create tension in the whole body. Really activate every muscle in the body. Inhale and exhale. And release, grab the feet from the outside, rock gently from side to side. And come back to center one more time, grabbing the feet from the inside. Kick with the feet as you pull with the hands. And breathe, create tension in every muscle in your body. And then release the stretch. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat. Slide the feet down the mat and we'll flip over like a pancake. So we're finding our way to the mat. Let's start with Cobra and our foreheads on the mat. I want to give you an alternative for Cobra, just in case it becomes a little bit too much from you. You can do Sphinx instead, with just shoulders stacked over elbows. Elbows are about shoulder width apart, so they're directly underneath the shoulders. We're dropping the chest, arching and looking up. If the neck feels good, if the neck has issues, gaze forward between the middle fingers instead. So that's your option if Cobra is too much for you. And for those of you who want to join me for Cobra, we're going to place our hands underneath our shoulders and our foreheads to the ground. We're inhaling and exhaling. We're not holding our breath at any point during this pose. We're inhaling and exhaling long, deep, slow breaths the entire time. Bringing the forehead to the mat, we're going to open the eyes and look up. And as if the eyes are pulling the head, we're going to lift the forehead from the mat and gently and slowly look out across the floor. The eyes are at the top of the head and up the wall. We're looking up, we've turned the head. Now, without putting too much pressure into the hands, we're going to lift the chest. So we're using the muscles in the upper back to lift the chest. When we can't lift anymore with those muscles, we're continuing to engage those muscles and we're pushing into the palms of the hands. Keep those elbows tucked in very close to the body. Squeeze them in. Drop the shoulders down and away from the ears as you look up. This is Cobra pose. It feels like a lot. We're tightening all those muscles across the spine. Then we're slowly coming down, lowering the chest, releasing the hands and the weight in the hands, bringing the forehead to the mat, and then closing the eyes. Turn one ear to the mat. Arms can go down and alongside the body, facing up, palms facing up, toes turn in, heels turn out, toes can be touching. Here in alligator pose, take a few deep breaths. When most people work on their core, what they're thinking about is their abdomen. They're not thinking about the muscles along the spine. They're not thinking about their obliques. And one of the beautiful things that I've found in yoga is that there are poses for every muscle group in the body, and it's important not to neglect any of them. We're inhaling, we're exhaling, we're relaxing the body. We're going to bring the forehead back to center, palms underneath the shoulders. We're starting by opening the eyes and looking up. And as if the eyes are pulling the head, we're going to look out across the floor, up the wall, and push into those hands. Draw those shoulders down and back. We're feeling those muscles along the spine. Feel them engage here. It feels really good and sometimes really different when we've neglected these muscles. Push into the palms, arch all the way up, look back. Nice job. Nice job. Keep those shoulders down and away from the ears. Elbows are pulled into the rib cage. And then slowly, slowly come all the way down. Drop the forehead to the mat. Toes turn in, heels turn out. Arms are down and alongside the body. Opposite ear to the mat. Take a few deep breaths. Just relax. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, we're going to push the body up, slide the knees forward, step the knees forward, sit back on the feet. Walk the arms out as you drop the forehead to the mat here in child's pose. Lifting the head, we're going to walk the hands to the right-hand side, walk the hands to the right, drop the hips to the left. We're getting a big stretch through the left-hand side of the body. Bring the hips back to center and walk the hands back to center. Now walk the hands to the left, walk them to the left and drop the hips to the right. Stretching the right side of the body. Inhale and exhale. Walk the hands back to center. Bring the hips back to center. And walk the hands into the body. We're going to come to a comfortable seated position. Maybe that's a cross-leg position for you, like it is for me. Maybe it is sitting in a chair. So whatever that comfortable position is with your feet flat on the floor, I want you to get into that comfortable seated position. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms up. Big, deep inhale, nice length through the spine and the crown of the head. Exhale, down. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, down. As you inhale and sweep up, imagine that oxygen flowing to every part of the body, that breath carrying that oxygen everywhere. Exhale, down. Nice. Next inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forward and up to the ears. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, roll forward and up to the ears. Exhale, roll back and down. One more inhale, roll forward and up. And exhale, back and down. While the shoulders are back, I want you to pull those shoulders back. Pull those elbows together. Bring those shoulder blades together. We're squeezing through the muscles in the back, activating those core muscles of the back again. Inhaling and exhaling. If you'd like to gently tip the chin up and look up, go for it. If you'd like to gaze forward, that's fine too. Do what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale here. And drop the shoulders down. Head comes back to normal. Next inhale, we're going to roll the shoulders back and up to the ears. Exhale, roll forward and down. Inhale, roll back and up. Exhale, forward and down. Smooth motion. Inhale, rolling back and up. And exhale, forward and down. Release the shoulders down and away from the ears. Relax. We're going to turn the head to one side, lining up the chin with the shoulder. Inhale and exhale here. For those of you wondering, Luna is fast asleep. She cannot be disturbed. She doesn't even hear me saying her name. And here comes Puskins. Little baby. I love you. Yeah. We're going to drop the chin to the shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling here. Releasing and relaxing. Feeling that stretch through the side of the neck. Dropping that chin down, the midline of the body. We're going to cross the chin to the opposite shoulder. Lift the chin. We're reaching out over the opposite shoulder now. Inhale and exhale here. Just breathe. Drop the chin to the shoulder. And now draw the chin all the way down the midline of the body. Just relax. Forward. Raise the arms, bring them parallel to the floor. Interlace the fingers. Push the knuckles away from you. The knuckles are facing out. The palms are facing your face. The knuckles are facing away from you. And this allows us to feel a beautiful stretch across the shoulder blades, across the shoulders. We're feeling that great stretch there. Let's invert the palms. We're going to turn the palms around, push the palms away from you. We notice that stretch change slightly. I think Puskins is going to say something into the microphone. Do you want to say hello, kitten? Say hello, kitten. No, no meows. We're going to turn those palms around again. Palms are now facing the face. We're pushing the knuckles away from the body. The chin's still down. You can gently rock the head from side to side if you'd like. Drop the arms, release the stretch, and lift the head. We're going to bring the hands behind the back. Bringing the hands behind the back. We're going to bring them together, so we can either just interlace the fingers. If you'd like, you can bring the palms close together. If you'd like, you can try to draw the elbows closer together. We're definitely pulling the shoulder blades close together. We are lifting the chest. Inhale and exhale here. Great for the upper back, great for the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And then let's see, maybe we can lift the arms, maybe, just a little bit. And if we've got tight shoulders, this is going to feel really difficult. Maybe we can only get a ½ an inch off the floor. That's okay. Do what you can do. Do what you can do. Even if you are just imagining your hands lifting off the floor, do that. Use those muscles. to lift and use your mind to imagine the lifting. We're going to drop the hands down, release the arms, and shake out those shoulders. Nice. We're going to bring the feet close together in front of the body. We're going to walk the feet in really, really close to the body, as close as we can. We're going to bring the hands behind the body and scoot the feet forward. So we're bringing the feet close to the body, bringing the hands behind the body, scooting the body towards the feet. So now our feet are next to our bodies. Our hands are helping to support us. And you'll notice I keep that slight bend in my elbows because my arms overextend. So in order to make sure that I'm not turning them around the wrong way, I keep a little bit of a bend there. We're going to drop the knees from side to side. We're keeping the chest lifted. Comment, what is happening? What is happening? You're usually out at this time, gallivanting. We're going to pick a side and we're going to drop the knees to that side. We're keeping the chest lifted. We're going to lift the back hand and make a half moon circle, twisting towards the side. We're coming towards the side as if it's a rainbow moving across the sky. I saw a beautiful rainbow yesterday. And we're going to twist and turn and look behind us. You can drop one hand on top of the other, or maybe the hand goes even farther than the hand that's down. We're going to keep turning and twisting and look all the way over the shoulder. Inhale and exhale here. And then release. We're going to come back to center, sweeping the arm up and around in a rainbow and bringing both hands behind the back. We're going to walk the feet in close to the body. Once again, hands are going behind the back. We're going to scoot the body close to the feet, and we're going to rock the knees from side to side. What are you looking at, you baby cat? You baby cat. Now we're going to drop the knees to the opposite side. We're arching through the spine. We're lifting the back hand. We're watching it make a rainbow across the sky. We're turning and looking out behind us, bringing the hand either on top of the hand or even beyond it, or maybe over here. It just depends how flexible you're feeling today or how far you'd like to go. And then we're going to turn and look over the shoulder. Nice spinal twist. Inhale and exhale here. And then reverse. We're going to sweep that rainbow back across the sky. And come back to center. Nice job. Hi. Hi. You're my little kitten and I love you. All right. Let's go to a standing position. So we'll find ourselves in a standing position. I'll step back in hopes that you can see my head and my face. From here, we're going to inhale and sweep both arms up. When we exhale, we're going to lean to one side. Now you have a few options for this. You can bring one hand to the hip. You can bring both hands just parallel to each other with the head directly in between the arms, or you can interlace the fingers, keeping the two front fingers pointed up, and lean and stretch gently to one side. I'm leaning to the right. I'm trying not to swivel my hips. I'm trying to keep them in one plane, keeping the body in one plane. We're inhaling and exhaling here. Breathe and stretch to one side. Coming back to center. Big inhale, stretch up. And as we exhale, we're going to lean to the opposite side. And remember our three options. We can interlace all of the fingers except the first fingers, pointing them up. We can just have the hands next to each other, or we can bring one hand to the hip for a little bit of extra support. So listen to the body. Do what feels good for today. Inhale and exhale here. We're going to come back to center and release the arms down. Nice. From here, we're going to slowly fold forward. So you'll notice we're coming halfway down with a flat back, and then we're curving through the spine, hanging the crown of the head and folding forward. From here, we're just going to gently rock from side to side. And if you'd like to clasp opposite elbows here, you can. Who's meowing? Is it you guys? Is it me? Half the time it's me, right, kitten? And we're going to turn the body, lining up the elbows with the outside of one foot. Breathing here. And then we're going to turn the body back to center. Cleansing breath, inhale and exhale. And then turn the body to the opposite side, lining the elbows up with the outside of that foot. Nice. We're going to come back to center. Bring the hands down to the legs, and we're going to walk the hands up the legs. We're curving the spine. When we get to the top, we're going to roll the shoulders back and down as we lift the head. Bending forward and coming up very slowly is super important for our blood pressure. This is why if you're doing any types of inversion poses, and inversion just means upside down. So what we were just doing, hanging upside down, all the way up to and including handstands and headstands where you're completely upside down. You want to come out of those poses slowly so you can allow the body to regulate back into that homeostasis again, so that you're not dipping your blood pressure or anything like that. So it's a good thing to come down and up from those poses, slowly getting the body used to them. So let's go ahead and do a spinal twist. I want to do a standing spinal twist today. So bringing the hands to the hips, we're going to bring both hands to the same hip. So I'm choosing my right hip. I'm bringing my left hand to my waist. My right hand is on the hip. And I'm going to turn and look to the right. I'm twisting and looking to the right. If this feels good, I can release the right hand and I can swing it behind the back, behind the body, and hold on to the opposite hip as I turn and twist, looking out over the shoulder. So you want to do what feels good for you. Inhale and exhale here. We're going to release that twist. Start with the head, come back to center, release the right hand, and release the left hand. Nice. Shake it out if you need to. We're going to bring the left hand to the left hip. We're going to bring the right hand to the waist. Both hands are holding to the left hand side right now. We're going to turn the head to the left and look out over the left shoulder. We can hold it right here. This is a lot. But if we'd like to increase the stretch and we're feeling like that's within our accessibility today, we're going to release the left hand. Sweep it around behind the back and clasp that hand on to the opposite hip. We're looking out over the left hand shoulder. We're inhaling and exhaling. Nice, long, lean spinal twist. And then release. We're going to release the head first, then the left hand, then the right hand. Shake it out if you need to. Nice. All right, let's do a balancing pose. Since we're standing, we're going to bring our focus and our attention into one foot. We're going to lift up the toes, wiggle them around, and drop them down. Nice firm base. Lift up the heels. Drop them down. And with that right foot that we're going to be starting with, I want you to imagine grounding into all four corners of the foot, the big toe, the little toe, the inside of the heel, and the outside of the heel. Nice. We're going to start leaning to the right. As we do so, our left leg feels lighter. It just wants to float up off of the floor. We're going to clasp on to the knee, flex the foot, creating that tension, pushing with the knee into the hands, pulling with the hands on the knee, drawing the shoulders back, pointing the tailbone down, keeping a little bend in the right standing leg and flexing that foot. These are all things that are helping us keep balance. The other thing that is supremely important is focusing the mind on a spot that's not moving. That spot could be on the floor in front of you or on a wall opposite of you. Just pick a spot and focus on that spot. We're inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to release that leg, drop the left foot down. Nice job. And switching sides, we're going to lift up the toes of the left foot, wiggle them around, stretch them out, drop them down, lift up the heels, drop down that left heel, especially get a nice firm base on the left-hand side. Then we're going to shift the weight into the left leg. As we do so, our right leg feels nice and light, and that foot just floats up. We're going to clasp onto the knee and flex the foot. Push the knee into the hands, pull with the hands into the knee, flex that foot, create all of that tension in that bent leg as well as the standing leg. We're keeping a little bit of a bend in the left leg, and we're focusing the mind on a spot that's not moving, and we're keeping a soft focus there. Hi, baby kitten. On that spot to help us keep balanced. And moving our focus to my baby kitten, I don't think is going to help keep me balanced at all. Look at this belly. Look at it. Look. Okay. All right, then we're going to release that pose. Drop that foot down. I'm going to pet a cat belly. I'm going to pet you. I love her. And there was one more thing I wanted to do while we were standing. Oh, yeah. So, standing, we're going to bring the hands to the hips. And we're going to get a firm base first in the right foot. Stretch those toes out, drop that heel down. And we're going to lift the left foot so that the right foot has the firm base. The left foot's coming up off the ground, even though it's still on the ground, the weight's in the right. We're going to tilt forward, oh, sorry, kitten, as we kick the left foot back. So just a gentle kick. We're not bending all the way over. We're just gently tilting the chest forward, lifting the leg behind us, trying to keep the body and the foot in one line. We're just gently tilting forward and then coming back to standing. We're going to switch sides, lifting the toes of the left foot, dropping them down, lifting the heel, dropping it down, shifting the weight to the left so that the right foot's lifting the weights to the left. And we're going to gently lean forward, kick that leg back. Inhale and exhale here. And if you need to come in, that's fine. Find your balance again, lean forward again. Try to keep a nice straight leg and spine. Inhale and exhale here. Come back to center. Bring the weight to the right foot. This time we're going to keep the shoulders back, keep the upper body exactly where it is. And when we kick the left leg back, we're just going to lift it behind the body and drop it down. We're going to switch the weight to the left, kick the right leg back, whoops, falling over, kick the right leg back, lift it behind the body, and drop it down. Nice job. One more time with each exercise. So bringing the weight into the right foot, we're going to lift the left leg, bring the chest forward. Inhale and exhale here. Come back to center. Switching sides, we're going to lean forward as we kick the leg back. Straight line from the heel to the head. Come back to center. Keeping the body static from the hips up, we're going to kick the left leg back and down. And the right leg back and down. Nice job. Very good. All right. Baby cat. All right, so let's find our way back down to the mat and prepare for final relaxation. My favorite. So we're going to make sure that we're gazing up, looking up at the ceiling, up at the sky. Arms are out at a 45-degree angle from the body, palms facing up. There's about 1.5 to 2 feet between the heels, and feet are falling out to either side. And from here, we'll close the eyes and begin to relax the body. Inhale and exhale here. And I'd like you to find your intention. Find your intention for our yoga practice together. Remember what it was. Bring your thoughts back to that intention. And as you do so, continue to relax the body. Relax the mind. And check in with yourself about your feelings and your emotions that we were noticing in the beginning of our yoga practice. Bring your mind back to the areas in the body in which you hold those emotions and check in. How are they feeling now? Maybe you feel a little bit different now than you did when we started our yoga practice together. If there's anything you're carrying that's not serving you at the moment, I invite you to breathe it out and to let it go. And as you breathe those things away, we've now created space for you to invite what you most want into your life. As you're creating this space, I invite you to imagine what are those things that you would like to invite into this new space. And invite them. When you're ready, bring your thoughts back to your breath. Inhale and fill up the lungs from the bottom to the middle, all the way to the top. Exhale and empty the lungs from the top to the middle, all the way to the bottom of the lungs. Inhale. And fill the lungs all the way up. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. And exhale completely. Gently wiggle the fingers and toes and bring your awareness back to this space. Open the eyes, get any final stretches your body might need, and then roll over onto one side. Just for a few moments, a moment or two, breathing here. And when you're ready, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. And we'll end our yoga practice together, sitting up straight and tall. Inhale. Sweep the arms up. And exhale down. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale down. One more last deep breath in. And bring the palms together. We'll exhale, bringing those hands in front of our foreheads. May we think positive thoughts. In front of our lips, may we speak kind words. And in front of our hearts, may we spread love and joy wherever we go. Namaste, my friends. The light within me salutes the light within you. Thank you so much for joining me for our yoga practice today. I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I want to thank you so much for being here and for supporting my small business. For those of you looking to donate, you can do that at paypal.me/blissevolution or cash.app/blissevolution. I'll see you next week. Have a good one.